But I say concerning this dispensation, I know not what yet to say unto it, which was also in truth the cause that at first I did not speak of it in the book. I do now also leave it to be thought on by men of sound judgment. I lay not the stress of my salvation thereupon, but upon the Lord Jesus, in the promise. Yet, seeing I am here unfolding of my secret things, I thought it might not be altogether inexpedient to let this also show itself, though I cannot now relate the matter as there I did experience it. This lasted in the savour of it for about 3 or 4 days, and then I began to mistrust and to despair again. Wherefore, still my life hung in doubt before me, not knowing which way I should tip. Only this I found my soul desire, even to cast itself at the foot of grace by prayer and supplication. But oh, it was hard for me now to bear the face to pray to this Christ for mercy, against whom I had thus most vilely sinned. It was hard work, I say, to offer to look him in the face against whom I had so vilely sinned, and indeed I have found it as difficult to come to God by prayer after backsliding from him as to do any other thing. Oh, the shame that did now attend me, especially when I thought I am now a-going to pray to him for mercy that I had so lightly esteemed but a while before. I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because this villainy had been committed by me. I saw there was but one way with me. I must go to him and humble myself unto him and beg that he, of his wonderful mercy, would show pity to me and have mercy upon my wretched, sinful soul. Which, when the tempter perceived, he strongly suggested to me that I ought not to pray to God, for prayer was not for any in my case, neither could it do me good, because I had rejected the mediator, by whom all prayer came with acceptance to God the Father, and without whom no prayer could come into his presence. Wherefore now to pray is but to add sin to sin. Yea, now to pray, seeing God has cast you off, is the next way to anger and offend him more than you ever did before. For God, saith he, hath been weary of you for these several years already, because you are none of his. Your bawlings in his ears hath been no pleasant voice to him, and therefore he let you sin this sin, that you might be quite cut off. And will you pray still? This the devil urged, and set forth that, in Numbers, when Moses said to the children of Israel, that because they would not go up to possess the land when God would have them, therefore for ever after God did bar them out from thence, though they prayed they might with tears. Numbers 14, 36 and 37, etc. As it is said in another place, Exodus 21:14, the man that sins presumptuously shall be taken from God's altar that he may die, even as Joab was by King Solomon, when he thought to find shelter there. 1 Kings 2:28, etc. These places did pinch me very sore, yet my case being desperate, I thought with myself, I can but die, and if it must be so, it shall once be said that such an one died at the foot of Christ in prayer. This I did, but with great difficulty, God doth know. And that because together with this, still that saying about Esau would set at my heart, even like a flaming sword, to keep the way of the tree of life, lest I should taste thereof and live. Oh, who knows how hard a thing I found it to come to God in prayer. End of Part 5.